that for $1.
Oh, yeah. See, we plan ahead. That way we don't do anything right now. Earl, explain it to me.
Now, say my name.
It started.
Safety first!
Looks like you got some kind of alternate universe in there or something.
Yeah. All right, true primitive crew heads, listen up. That's never happened to me before.
I've been waiting for you.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Two of you need help.
After a long day of kicking dead-eyed ass, I like to crack open a Shemp's. It's clean, crisp, refreshing, and cheap. Really cheap. Shemp's won't slow you down. Not this guy, anyway. Fewer calories, less filling. Who gives a shit? It's beer.
Yes, we are proudly not sponsored by Shem's Beer. Who gives a shit? It's just beer. Thank you for continually supporting us every week, one by one, until we hit number 50. That's right. We're on Deadwire Live, episode number 50. We have a great guest joining us this week, Ryan. Thank you for joining us. If you want to give everybody a little hello and tell everybody where they can find you at, what you do.
Well, hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well, and it's great to see you all watching today, whether it's live or on replay. My name is Ryan Roger Athay. I am the host and founder of Reality Based. I give my thoughts on topics and people I find interesting, and most recently I've been covering more topical subjects, especially topics of the day within popular culture. You can find me everywhere as Ryan Roger Athay, and the reason for that is, who would want to catfish this? Honestly, I'm only 25. I dread to think what I'll look like when I'm actually middle-aged, if I ever get there. But it's great to be here. Oh, that's terrifying. But it's great to be here, and fingers crossed we'll have a great show.
I absolutely think so. And we're also joined again by Skeeter, like usual. How you doing, buddy? What you been up to?
Trying to get my Wi-Fi to work. Then come in after I get that, and I have like 5 minutes, and I'm like, why is my camera not working? Here the cat. I went back on my security camera, and here the cat's been rubbing around it, and unplugged it. I was like, oh, nice.
Oh, damn.
And then I hopped on just at the last minute when I got everything working, and I had the wrong microphone on. So, yeah, it's been a hell of a night. Otherwise, everything's good.
Crisis averted.
Yes, in the nick of time.
Hey, we wouldn't have it any other way. Kevin?
Yes.
Speaking of technical issues, how are you doing tonight?
Safe. I came in
for once.
Fine, doing fine. No technical issues so far. Knock on wood. That's just not mine. No, things are great.
Cool. And
I had no follow-up.
Nothing different over here?
I had no follow-up.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Nothing unusual over here.
I could have said I pulled the Kev, you know.
Yeah, and you took a trip to the glory hole, but we'll get to that soon enough.
Wi-Fi extender on its way. There by Tuesday, according to Levi.
That's true.
Uh-oh.
Thank you again.
What?
That's right. I have an extension now, you moops.
Yeah, we've been only bugging them about it for a while.
I just reduced the quality. Yeah, you're seeing me at 480p. I also do this with the videos I make from the shows that I host. Just reduce the quality. It's far easier to make videos. Plus, you don't get trapped by the lure of professionalism. That's how I deal with any signal issues. I don't get better technology. I just lower the resolution. And I look better. I look far worse in full HD, folks.
So, Kevin, can we put you down to like 270p? Maybe you might look a little bit better to us, too.
Yeah, put him down to 360p. I think that's as low as it goes on on
Yeah,
StreamYard.
should
Yep,
be.
360p.
Like an old MySpace picture, just have it be like
Oh my god.
stationary.
Invoke the name of MySpace.
I look at Facebook
make
the
lips
way you
move.
guys look at MySpace. So how do you think I feel when I hear MySpace? My goodness.
Well, I'll make you feel ancient. ICQ, baby.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I remember those
That
days.
is-
And don't ask any further because it doesn't even exist anymore. Anyway.
Oh, I know.
They shut that down, what, a year ago
No.
or 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was 2 years ago, I think. Now,
2 years.
gosh,
Oh,
I still have my handle
officially,
somewhere in a password.
See how I fit in very well to a panel in their 40s.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
well
well-
done, sir.
I'm gonna go sit with you because I find that nerdish in my own sense. So
Gee, me and Skeeter over here are just like, man, we're total.
Because I regularly stream with panels that are in their late 30s and early
Yeah.
40s, and we get condemned as, a panel of 40-year-olds, and I'm like, dude, or lady, or demon, I'm
Or
25.
demon. I love
Damn, I'm just Welsh. Damn.
just
Just.
it.
Welcome back, everybody. This week, we're going to get going on some topics. We're going to kick it off with, of course, it's part of our title. Fantastic Four trailer dropped earlier this week, and going to do a little trailer react. Now, Skeeter, Kev, Ryan, have you guys? Ryan, I'm pretty sure you've seen this trailer, and
Yep.
I think the rest of us have too. But we're going to watch it together and do a little combo.
I watched it once, which is kind of like saving myself.
Saving yourself, huh?
Yeah, seen it about 3-4 times now. Finding
Okay.
little details in it that were surprising.
So, like, for the first time, and you got to repeat it 3 or 4 times before you get good at it. Kevin, can you please explain the glory hall experience to us?
Whose experience? Yours, mine, or Skeet's?
You're the one who's experienced with that, bro.
Yeah.
Whatever. Just roll the dice and take it.
Welcome to the Baxter Building.
We make a point to do family dinner every week. Sunday at 7 on the dot, no matter what. We're all here.
Totally 50s.
Yeah, 60s totally.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that.
Okay. Okay. Is this guy good or what?
I want to add a couple.
Somebody's
I
going to
love
have to
those
explain the
Foley's.
robot to me.
It's not delicious. I just want to add a little bit
What's
of
that, Kevin?
Okay.
Oh, Herbie? I love the
I don't-
Foley effect.
I
when he
never read
claps
the
his
comics.
hands.
Somebody got to explain it to me, so.
Oh, that's
Herbie-
okay. Herbie's not from the comics.
Oh, that might explain that.
He's not.
I'm
No, but I
I'm
know-
looking at this. I'm looking at this still image, and I'm thinking to myself, what's more organic, the artificial being on the left or the artificial being on the right? Because the
The
one
right.
thing I'll give Disney Marvel, as well as Disney Star Wars, is that their robotic creations do feel real, because
Yeah.
they seem to be the only practical things they're willing to make, and everything else around it is just too pristine, too good to be true, and it
Yeah.
creates that uncanny valley
Mhm.
effect. This guy is just a straight up Mark Ruffalo Hulk ripoff with a new skin. Like a
Yeah.
Fortnite
I was going to
skin
say that's the
change.
feeling I get as well. It's a little too cookie cutter for me.
It's getting a lot of backlash too from like a ton of people of the look
From
of them. But it kind of
And the
reminds me of
voice
that.
of them.
Yeah,
Like Erwin, Badger, like just about
Mhm.
everybody I follow is like the voice ain't right. And I've been
No.
screaming that since the first word I heard out of his mouth. And I'm like, no, please.
Yeah.
You sound literally like Micro from Punisher season 1, which is who the actor is.
Yeah.
So if you're familiar with the Punisher on Netflix, like this is Micro, everybody.
yeah.
Like, and it sounds exactly like him as an actor, which Hopefully they'll change that and fix it in post. But like,
Well,
that's
when
not
I
a
first
great
heard
start.
this, I seriously thought it was Mark Ruffalo being the voice. Seriously,
I wouldn't be surprised.
It had that feel of reskinned Hulk from Endgame, reskinned Hulk from She-Hulk, in which Doomcock was the final boss. It just felt inorganic. It felt like a ripoff, and it felt cookie cutter, like they're using the same system, just reskinned.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I preferred the original Fantastic Four thing over this one. Like
the Corman?
Well, like way back.
Yeah.
What was that? The '90s film that nobody really knows
Yeah.
what they can only watch.
Oh
on
yeah,
YouTube.
the Roger Corman '94
Yeah,
one.
Roger Corman. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I prefer him over this thing.
Well, that was all practical, and that
Yeah.
looked pretty dope, actually. And
Yeah.
if they did something more modern in that style, I think it would be absolutely tremendous. Like, you don't have to go full CGI. CGI could just be in like the mouth a little bit, the eyebrows a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, that's where you could, in the eyes, anything else like that. Otherwise, you could keep it pretty practical. Yeah, the poor actor's got to wear a goddamn suit, but who cares? Who gives a shit at that point?
I could see they're trying to get that 60s animation look to it, and I think that's what they're going for, but it just did not come out right.
At least Galactus isn't a cloud, okay?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yep. When we get to that, I'll be a little bit happier. So,
What if I told you guys that Benji was actually practical effects?
No.
Nope.
No.
Yep. Everything but his face.
Wow.
Yep. Remember, we've seen pictures of him. Like, it is a dude.
Oh yeah. I mean,
In a
but
suit.
still the head,
and almost the way
the
it's
mask, like we saw the mask,
polished
too.
this well just kind of concerns me. That's my big thing.
That probably
I don't know,
explains
like-
why it's all suit though,
Yeah.
to save money.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Absolutely. I would.
You think the shirt is going to
Sorry.
get ripped off at some point during the process, and he ends up looking more like the traditional character?
I would
Maybe.
think so. Got,
Would he
gotta
pull a
sexualize
Hulk
this thing.
Hogan and go, Rockamania forever?
Yeah.
It's clobbering time.
Oh, I didn't know
Oh,
that.
no.
Listen. Galactus, the cloud thing was
Yeah.
a rights issue, not a poor creative issue.
I
Okay.
did not
Yeah,
know
it's
that.
like John said in the comments there. Can you hear him saying it's clobbering time? I mean,
That's a very good point.
I can't hear it. No, I don't want to hear that.
Instead, he's going to sound, it's clobbering
Clobbering
time.
time. Yeah.
With a little bit of paprika.
Yeah, needs more garlic. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we went up the first time, you couldn't.
Now on
turn
the
it
chalkboard, you could see on the far left too that he was drawing a wormhole. So that connects to maybe him connecting to, yeah, because right there on the back, right behind him, there's that wormhole loop that you see. Yep, right there.
Okay.
Yep. So that kind of makes me wonder if, this is set in a different universe. So I'm kind of wondering if they're going to connect. I saw this on the second time around, and I'm wondering if they're going to try to connect this into the other universes.
Yes.
Well, it's part of
I
the
mean,
multiverse saga, certainly.
Yeah.
So there will be a connection. It would also explain the idea of Tony Stark being Doctor Doom, because we do not see Doctor Doom here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
-5. Before we went up the first time, you couldn't turn invisible. Ben wasn't a rock.
The best pilot in the world right here.
Yeah. Best looking, he means.
And Johnny never caught fire.
Flame out.
Ben
Flame out.
Yeah.
Johnny
shit.
is Johnny.
Hi.
Eddie from Stranger Things is that guy.
Right here.
Yep.
Whatever life throws at us, we'll face it together.
Like even the kids' costumes of the thing look better than the thing. Did you
Yeah.
notice that?
Come on.
Yeah.
As a family.
Where Galactus becomes a midget.
Yeah.
And some people still feel like he's too too
Yeah.
small.
Yeah. Have you seen the other trailer of this? The
Hmm.
one that shows
No.
Timus from Eternals in the ocean.
Oh.
So
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
I
Tiamat?
think. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
So yeah, I saw
that was
one.
Captain America.
I saw one last night when I was doing my music bingo. They had a commercial up, and I'm like, oh crap! They got a link to the Eternals, so this could be in the Eternals world.
Oh no.
And so I'm kind of worried about that because I'm like, oh shit, I haven't found it. I haven't had a chance today to look it up, but I was going to, but ran into a couple of things. So I had to run out of town. So, but yeah, I was like, it was like just before the scene, they showed it, boom, on this trailer on TV last night. And I'm like, no way. No way.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not
that
too
just looks
excited
cool.
about that, but
Yeah. Oh,
although I appreciate
I
the
am. I
Galactus.
like Galactus. I like the Silver Surfer.
yeah.
Oh,
No show of that
it
yet.
was by her absence, Kevin.
Yeah.
She is not here.
Wow.
Yeah.
They hid her. They didn't show any of Reed's powers.
Mm-hmm.
And
Nope.
there's some elements about, and I don't like Pedro as Reed. I'm sorry. That's the I will forgive the Thing because by comparison to who they cast as Reed, like fuck
Mhm.
off with that. Pedro's terrible. He's not Reed Richards,
No.
and nothing's going to convince me that he is.
No.
He just
Pedro Pascal is our era's Steven Seagal. Okay. The man is in everything because he has the connections to be everything. And he essentially plays the same character throughout all of his
Yep.
projects, but
Yep.
he's less hateable than Steven
and he can't
Seagal.
do karate.
Yeah.
And he can run.
Yeah.
Nobody runs like Pedro,
Yeah.
especially running his mouth. So
Mhm. Should have been John Krasinski.
yep, and then we could have gotten Emily Blunt. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people don't like that casting. I thought it was perfect. I thought it was fine. So
Justin
Mhm.
is saying this is all based off of elements of Earth X. So,
Yeah.
Justin, my question to you is Doom going to be Reed in the future? Like,
Do you speak
'cause-
English?
No, I do not speak English. Oh.
When you see Reed in Earth X, in the story Earth X, Reed is dressed in Doom's armor, like out of complete guilt and basically
Mhm.
self-exile.
Yep.
oh, interesting.
Yeah,
we
that was
know
Yeah.
we know under Disney Marvel that consistency is not their forte, and the whole structure post Endgame has been a disaster, to put it lightly. We've gone from Kang being the main man to Doctor Doom being the main man as an antagonist, all because of some allegations, folks. And it's hard to be consistent in a multiversal story, even when you try to stay consistent, and they haven't stayed consistent. So many things have gone wrong. I just don't see this doing well. If Fox couldn't make a franchise out of Fantastic Four, I definitely don't see Disney Marvel being able to do it.
Well, that's always been the big catch that everybody has said. Like, hey, Fox has made like 3 attempts at this, and Corman did an attempt at it, which not many people have seen. It is available on YouTube. You can watch the 1994 Roger Corman Fantastic Four. You just got to put it in your YouTube search. If you're worried, we'll put a link in the description after the show. That being said, for years, a lot of people have heard this. I've heard it for years. We can't wait for Marvel to get their rights back, because if they can't make a Fantastic Four film good, nobody can. Now you got to deliver a good Fantastic Four film, but I think it needs to be great if it's really going to move anything forward. It'll make money. The question is how much.
Well, I personally don't think you can, because there have been so many attempts to try and make this
brand damage.
And from what I've seen, at least, it hasn't been executed totally. I mean, you look at Deadpool as an example. You had the first two films under Fox, and then you had the third film, which was under Disney, but it was made up mostly of Fox holdouts. It managed to stay consistent, dedicated, successful, and profitable. But if they ever make a fourth Deadpool movie, I can assure you all it's going to be a disaster, because Deadpool is antithetical to Disney as a concept.
Yeah. Truly he is. He has the fuck it mentality, do what you want, fuck everything, pleasure yourself. He is the antecedent to Disney, and I get that. Yeah. And I'm thankful that they made the movie that they did. But I like you, to your point, I don't know if they would allow it to happen full force again, let alone a franchise of continually doing that. They might, but I don't know.
Every single Disney Marvel project we've seen that's been successful post Endgame have been with projects that they have had little or nothing to do with. Spider-Man No Way Home is one example, and Deadpool and Wolverine is another. When Disney Marvel does not have creative control over their projects, the projects seem to do very well. So,
you mean the directors and the writers can actually do their fucking job?
Yeah. That's why, as a legacy franchise owner, as a publisher, Disney could do insanely well. But as a creative outlet, it had its time as a creative outlet. Now its role, similar to Microsoft in technology, is to be a publisher and a platform for new creative endeavors to flourish.
This is what brought them to the dance, and they kind of went away from it years ago.
Yep.
But that was our trailer here. And Kevin, you want to kick us off? It seems like you've got some tie-in news with some of this.
Yeah, I do. So, okay, rumor mill. What we saw there is going to involve the following. First steps is going to start out with Galactus coming to Earth and interrupting Franklin's baby shower. That's going to be the first steps. That's the party. That's the interruption, and that's what gets the family away. Johnny flies up to fly after the Silver Surfer and runs out of air.
Wow.
And then what was the other rumor after that? Something I'm not sure.
Right, I think.
Anyway,
dear.
I had a picture of one and then a picture of two, but now there are four popcorn buckets for the Fantastic Four.
I didn't know about those other two.
Yeah.
I had to get rid of the other slide because this was just so much cooler.
Yeah, no kidding. I actually kind of like the thing hand with the hat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the best thing about this project is the popcorn holders.
Yep.
I'll say.
I wish the popcorn would like have pizza popcorn on the outside, like in the plastic itself, that looked like it was burnt, like flame burnt.
Oh, if there was a Johnny's, yeah.
That'd
be kind of funny, actually.
That would. So, I mean, I'm not upset by this movie at all. Like, I other than Pedro being Reed, I think it's pretty okay. I like the way Ben looks. Ben looks like the Thing to me. The way he sounds, historically, he's always sounded a little raspier than that, a lot gravelier, for lack of a better term. So, yeah, I'll give you guys that one for sure. Herbie being in it is just kind of like a...
Doesn't bother me, no. I just don't know him.
Herbie was a very annoying character in the 70s cartoon. He very much was like Snarf before Snarf was that annoying.
Oh,
Yep.
That's all you had to say.
So, and then dig this. We're going to get into a little tangent here, so I apologize. Yes, I'm sorry. Introduce Franklin, and then it was going to gain introducing Doom in Secret Wars, and that's where it's going to get to the Spider-Man news also. Thank you, Justin. So this is something that's going to get us on a tangent with Marvel, and not just AI specifically, but the way they treat their creators. This is part of their promotions for the movie. Who do you guys think did this piece of art?
I was going to say World War II artists for propaganda posters. It's got that old style look to it.
Yes, it does. This is artwork by an unknown artist that looks very much like Alex Ross. And that's me complimenting it. It looks just like an Alex Ross painting. Alex Ross, who did all the covers for Earth X, all the covers for Marvels. He did so many beautiful Fantastic Four images. But this is a ripoff of his artwork. This is no credited artist. This is, of course, AI. And the internet was so very quick to point it out. And goodness, people always like turn their nose when they say AI is really not that bad. Artists are just whiny. This is right here. This is exactly what the fuck we've been talking about for well over a year, that artists need to be wary of all their pictures that they post, because this fucking software is stealing their artwork, stealing their technique, and making it whatever the fuck the whoever's paying for it wants it to be, at a fraction of the goddamn price.
And it creates, it creates this Black Mirror effect, where the creative endeavors of the people showcased on the internet, whether it's content creation or social media, gets analyzed and used as one of maybe millions of examples to create something different, that may be subtly different. But the creation is an amalgamation of millions of other things put together. You could argue that is a form of creativity, but it's force of number based creativity. Like every artist was a cell in the brain of the machine's thought process to create the picture, and all of that is done like that. That creates a black mirror. That's very dangerous.
Yeah.
And if that snowballed into other creative fields and into very serious domains, then the consequences could be devastating.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's terrible seeing it put somebody out of a job. This is something that Alex Ross could have gotten paid for, could have gotten credit for, but instead they're using AI and costing him money, costing an artist money. And even if it wasn't him, it's another artist that could have been given that job.
Right.
I think it sucks. But fear not, because the next day Marvel came out and said that no, it wasn't really AI. They didn't say who the artist was. They just said, no, it's not AI.
Bullshit.
Lying motherfuckers.
Because if you go back one still, look at the far right, there's a bunch of hands. I mean, I look at a lot of AI photos all the time and pick them apart. And now I've blown this up on my screen all the way. Yeah, if you look where the red circle where number 7 is, yeah, there is just a bunch of floating hands, no bodies. The number 5 purple square in the middle, that guy, his shoulder is way too high, plus his arm is off angled to be covering his face. So, yeah, there is a lot of flaws, but at the same time, it's almost like someone tried to copy and paste and then throw all the photos together, say, here, make this, photo. Because I could faintly read what the words say for what the depiction of every circle. But number 6, I could see it says head to the viewfinder. But that's how people took pictures back then. You know, they had their right up to the viewfinder to see through it. So that one, I kind of say, no, that's not true. But you got a bunch of floating arms and no people.
But the thing is that
not right.
that photographer is Phil Sheldon.
Yeah.
That is straight ripping off Alex Ross's character, Phil Sheldon. He just doesn't have the eye patch.
Yeah.
Or you're not seeing the eye patch.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but it's like the front ground, you know, the front people there, that could be real. Like someone drew that or took a photo of that, but the whole background is totally AI.
Yeah.
Well, knowing an AI-based picture, if someone had an eye patch and only one eye, and the camera was looking through an eye patch, that would be a dead giveaway of an AI-based image. Because to a piece of software, it doesn't matter.
No,
it doesn't.
No,
it really matters to us, but it doesn't to it.
Mm-hmm.
You could argue that's creative, but it's not compelling creativity.
No.
It's to put it plainly, a fuck up.
Yeah. If a real person drew this damn picture, they would be more consistent with things.
With
and
every
not go
person.
all over the map with it.
And we for you.
For you. I know it's not to get off on a super tangent about that part, but yeah, like that's just really rotten. That's a horrible example. And then they come out and say, no, it's not AI. You lying motherfuckers.
Yep.
Anyway, so unhappier Marvel news. Liv Tyler is said to be reprising her role as Betty Ross in the new Captain America movie. So here's another Hulk character in the new Captain America movie.
That's nice.
All we need now is the Hulk.
Should be Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah, but you know,
I don't know. My heart's torn between the two. I love them both.
I don't want to close my eyes.
I still can't believe, though, that 2008 Hulk movie is still technically considered canon, despite the fact that the Hulk got replaced. The character got replaced. And that's why most people think it starts off with Iron Man, when in fact it does not. But when you become aware of that, it kind of hits you for six. Wait, did it all start here? Really?
A little bit.
Well,
that's what Captain America Brave New World's pulling from with the leader and everything. So
yeah. I mean, everything, the MCU did start with Iron Man, but
technically, yeah.
Yes, Iron Man 2, Thor, and Hulk all take place in the same week. It's what they refer to as Fury's Big Week. So basically, Hulk happens. No, I'm sorry. Iron Man 2 happens. Hulk happens. Hulk and Thor at the same time. Hulk and
Incredible
Thor.
Hulk.
Yep.
Yes, Incredible Hulk. Because Hulk is that movie that people are like, oh, it was actually pretty good. No, it wasn't.
2.5 hours worth.
It just goes to show, though, that right at the start of what became the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it wasn't a guarantee that it was going to succeed.
Right.
The Incredible Hulk of, I think it was 2008, was living proof of that. Now, thankfully, the first Iron Man film did incredibly well to compensate for that and really kick things off. That's why most people looking back see it as starting there. That's when it started. They don't look at the Incredible Hulk film with a character and with a Hulk, let's face it, that didn't really go beyond that film itself.
I call that the Paramount era because that's before Disney got their little grubby figures and all.
When did Disney buy Marvel?
Right in the middle of Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
That's why that was a co-production, and the first Avengers film was a co-production as well,
Mhm.
per
Oh.
contract agreements.
Yeah.
And then after that, all Disney.
Yep.
Well, I think you could tell with the first Avengers film compared to Age of Ultron, Infinity War, Endgame, there was something tonally different about it. That
Yep.
it was far more a Marvel production,
Yep.
especially when compared to the other Avengers films. I mean, the Age of Ultron, I enjoy that movie, but the Age of Ultron only lasts, what, 2 days?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. Damn.
Oh yeah, the Marvel Knights movies were going to be cool.
Yep.
I like
Let's not
Marvel
forget
Knights.
Ghost Rider.
I
still
try
gotta
to
see
forget
that
Spirits
second
of
one.
Vengeance. No, you don't. The only good thing about that movie is the bad guy looks like the way he's supposed to look in the comics.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Yeah.
like Ghost Rider does not look the way he's supposed to look in the comics. You're like, all right, whatever. Meh.
Yeah, I always found it very odd, as someone, an outsider looking in, when it comes to popular culture, because for me it was Star Wars, Star Trek, and Doctor Who. I always found it interesting that movie makers and TV show makers wouldn't just operate on a lazy copy and paste model. They look at a comic book and they incorporate what they see in the comic book into a movie or into a TV show. Sonic did this with Sonic X. Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, the games and the storylines, were literally used as inspiration into Sonic X. And guess what? They were wonderful. They were great parts of that story, and it's living proof that you can take something from one medium, whether it's a comic book or a game, and do it in a copy-paste model to another form of entertainment, either television or movies. There's nothing wrong with doing that, but for some reason, they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I agree with you on that one.
A very sad deal.
Mm-hmm.
And since when did Thaddeus Ross turn into a Skrull? Because the last time I saw him, he didn't look like Harrison Ford. Get off my plane! That's
Yeah,
what
right.
Red Hulk fighting Captain Black America on a plane. You should be like, pick him up and go, right off my plane! And then throw him.
Or give me back my time.
Casting was pretty immediate for that. So
Whoop. I jumped ahead. Oh, sorry. Well, they had to do that. I mean, William Hurt obviously couldn't
are they going to
do
do
it.
it for Black Panther? Come on, Kevin.
You know,
I know that's a whole other.
I think it's because they wanted to have Red Hulk so bad.
Yeah.
But golly gee. I don't know. Their rehash of characters I'm just so severely sick of. Like a rehash of Iron Man, a rehash of Captain America, a rehash of Hulk. We liked the originals. Just keep on the originals. If they have to be recast, they have to be recast. Or pay them more, pay them more. Fuck, cheap bastards. That's what it's really down to.
Yeah, pretty much.
But going along with the rumor mills, I liked this one. This one checked. I sent this one to Jeff earlier this week. This talks a bit about how I can't even see Doomsday in Avengers Doomsday and the Secret Wars. This sounds like where Peter's going to be focused so mainly on being Spider-Man that he forgets everything that happened in Part 3, where he just decides it's too risky being Peter Parker. So whatever's going to happen during War World or the Secret Wars, I think he's going to find an alien suit. And I think just like in the video game, it's going to make him a better Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is going to lead into Spider-Man 4, where we know that Null is going to show up.
Yeah.
So I think that's where we're going to start seeing this new type of Venom show up in Part 4. And that could be okay. I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
I like the
When
Venom
is
trilogy.
When is Spider-Man actually going to grow up? One thing I've noticed about Tom Holland is that he still looks like a teenager. When is Tom Holland going to actually grow up?
Tough question.
Maybe on the set of the Odyssey, they'll whip some sense into him.
Dear.
But
No.
but with Elliot Page, I don't know him anymore.
And how old is Tom Holland? He's 29 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He's nearly 30, and even now, he still looks like a teenager. Maybe grow a beard or something.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about Tom Welling last week.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
But he'll be in his
balls to
30s.
drop finally.
Yeah, he'll be in his 30s by the time Secret Wars and Doomsday are released. I mean, seeing Spider-Man go from being this young teenager into an adult, becoming, in a sense, reality-based, and seeing, just how dangerous this all is beyond, the Infinity Saga, how dangerous the multiverse is as a concept.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a character like Doctor Doom could really hammer that home, especially if Doctor Doom had this Ronan-inspired, hammer to just bonk him on the head.
Now, I know I was reading a couple articles about the Spider-Man 4 coming, and they're talking about how this is him trying to get into college now. So if he does get into college, I mean, I worry about Spider-Man and friends when they have Iceman and
Firestarter.
Firestorm. Yeah. I'm like, oh, are you going to touch that comic?
Yeah, and then they'll become gay, and then the ice one and the fire one can hold hands. They're the only ones to hold hands, and they will be gay. One of them will be black, the fiery one, because fire, black, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, they'll if they're creative enough, they'll do that.
Yeah, so it'd be a steamy relationship too.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm good. All right, I'm out.
Be sure to tip your waitress.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So here's your
Vision
first
news.
look at a new actor in Vision. I can't even pronounce this gent's name. I apologize. I can't. And at this point, without my glasses, I can't see it on the screen either. Yeah. He's going to be playing a character.
Rar. I do.
Rard Malika.
Malika.
Malachi. Or just call whoever named him a twat and just call him Malika.
Malika.
Let's call him RM. Yeah.
I say Malika and I want to call him Moneypenny all of a sudden.
Metallica.
Tim. We'll call him Tim.
I was going to say Bob works fine too. That would be offensive to most Bobs.
Rar.
Rar.
Then I shall be Kev. Anywho, so I find it so amusing that he's playing a mystery character named Tucker. Not Tommy. Definitely not Tommy.
No, he's going to be Tucker, and he's going to complain that Vision is a creation of a certain great people.
I don't know. That sounds like it's going to be about as big of a shock as Joe Locke coming out to be Wiccan and Agatha. Not a shocker at all. Not bad, but not a shocker neither. Like they screwed the pooch on that one.
Why isn't the guy just dead?
Rob
Vision.
Liefeld?
Just...
Vision.
No, Vision. Why is he just not dead? Okay, the Mind Stone is gone. It is hidden somewhere by the real Captain America. The idea of Wanda just cooking him up with her insane, evil, red, glowy, misty magic, it just defeats the purpose. and the strength of sacrifice it was required to bring down the Thanosian menace in the Infinity Saga.
So he did die. And what the vision that we saw in WandaVision was a piece of the Infinity Stone or the Mind Stone that attached itself to Wanda. That's my understanding of it. Now, the white vision that you see at the end of WandaVision is another construct. It shares memories with him, and it shares his body plus additional parts. But the blue stone that's powering him is another power source altogether. And so in that final episode, they have that conversation of, are you really me, or are you a fake me, or are you both? And he couldn't answer the questions, and that's when the vision took off. So the real Vision did die. Now, what they're going to do with this one, I'm not sure.
Yeah, because he died. They took his corpse, which was what they did, and then they're trying to figure out how to get him back running again.
It's like
blue power stone.
Yeah, it was like the movie just after Endgame, I think, was Black Widow. It's like, why should we give a damn? She's dead.
And then
like,
they
Vision show.
Yeah.
Why? He's dead.
Like, and Wanda's, they need to bring Wanda's story back, because that was the only interesting thing they did in phase 4 and 5, other than Deadpool, was like Wanda's story, and she was barely in it. They did her wrong in Doctor Strange, so it's like you need to kind of do her solid again, folks. Bring her back.
Isn't Ultron supposed to be in this?
Yes.
How does that make any sense? He's dead.
Magic.
Did Doctor Strange, while he was necromancing through the multiverse, just bring people back from the dead?
Hey, Loki made it an art form.
Yeah.
Nobody's really ever truly dead.
Yep.
I am Loki, god of mischief, beaten by a black woman with a bludgeon. Fucking TVA, man.
He's just holding the universe together with time.
I actually know an organization in real life called the TVA, and it's a volunteering organization.
I volunteered not watching any more.
They call themselves the TVA. They're a volunteering or association or alliance or whatever it was damn well called. And I'm like, oh, the parallels are just so uncomfortable. This thing does not control time. It can barely get people to volunteer. Very similar structures.
Kevin, before you move on, I just have one last question about Vision. We got a character named Tucker. Who's going to play the character named Dale?
Yeah.
I hope his name is Chip.
Yep.
It's 30. It's
Tucker and
not.
Dale.
It's not a pun.
What evil are they going to be facing?
That was the best joke since Captain Marvel.
Yeah, baby.
That movie was so shitty.
Anyway.
We put Blockbuster in it. It's 90s. Fuck you.
It's so 90s.
What?
Well, speaking of 90s.
Yeah.
Speaking of 90s, Rob Liefeld and Marvel are fighting again.
Round 4.
Round 4. There will be no image creation this time. So what is this about? There was a big news headline. This is worth mentioning. This is worth mentioning for a couple reasons, but maybe not for what you think. Rob Liefeld is upset because for a very long time, he has been trying to get creative credit for Deadpool. he's one of the co-creators for Deadpool, and as you guys have seen, Marvel very rarely puts so and so created by, unless it was by Stan Lee. It's usually from or created by Marvel Comics, or characters created by Marvel Comics. You'd see shit like that. DC does it too. So this is not just on Marvel. DC does this a lot. But he's put proof online saying, look, I have tried to correct path for years and years to get my name credited for this, and Marvel does not credit their artists.
Neither does DC.
Yep. And the final straw, this most recently, was he was not invited to the after party for Deadpool and Wolverine. He and his family were omitted from the guest list, and he feels slighted. So he's decided once again to no longer work with Marvel.
It's like that not extra scene. It was like that Stan Lee scene. I think it was in a Fantastic Four film, where he's like, "Well, the guy was black. He was like, 'What's your name?' And then Stan Lee says, 'Well, I'm Stan Lee,' and the black guy goes, 'Yeah, right, you are. Yeah, let's go.' Stan Lee, I created this." And it's like this guy goes up. It's like Rob Liefeld, and the guy's like, "Yeah, sure you are, buddy." And it's like, "Dude, I helped create Deadpool." Yeah. Stan Lee thought he could try that on me once, and they could turn that into a scene. But my good man and the other fine fellow who helped you create the character of Deadpool, if you can do it once, try again. And this time, keep a hold of your damn creation and don't rely on a big guy. And don't release comics late. That gives you a very bad reputation.
Well said.
Well, Rob's reputation or bad reputation also comes from the fact that he's known to be very self-involved to fans and Marvel and Image and DC as well. So here's the rub. By not being invited, that could have been a personal issue. Like, I don't know. I'm speculating. That could have been a personal issue with Marvel and not liking Rob. It could have just been shitty on them. I don't know. Because here's Gail Simone not understanding. She's like, I was invited to that, and I was treated very well. And she's never had a problem working with Marvel and Fox or Disney, anything like that. And I get that, because Gail has a much better reputation in the industry, and she has a lot more followers that spend a lot more money. She sells a lot more books right now. So that could also be why she was invited. But and I'm sorry, and also Ryan Reynolds absolutely loves Gail. Rob Liefeld created Deadpool. He drew him. He designed him. He did not make Deadpool who he was or who he is now. People like Gail Simone created Deadpool's personality, the red scooter, the multiple personalities, the really funny shit. None of that was from X-Force. None of it. So Rob cannot claim that. I'm sorry. Other artists need to be recognized for that. But it also checks out in the sense, where is my other? Really? All my stuff got. Oh, I'm missing slides.
Left it at the glory hole again?
Yes, I did. That's the second
slide. This is why, folks, you write everything down, you do timestamps, and you can tell the slideshows to slide these nuts.
To the glory hole of
Minute 57, 20 seconds, Kevin glory hole.
And that way you can take those timestamps, put a nice intro and outro, and make each timestamp into a video, creating a perpetual cycle where you'll never run out of things to talk about. It's very effective.
Yeah.
I need to remember that as I get older and all the brain injuries I suffer. Anyway, I'll just put something on repeat and pretend I've been watching it or haven't seen it before.
Wait, Kevin has a brain?
Yep.
Used to.
I know, it's terrifying when an American can think.
Yeah, it's true.
So another Marvel creator who's been heavily shit on, Bo DeMeo, had commented, "This checks. This is exactly the kind of treatment that I'd received." Bo actually received probably worse treatment working with X-Men. From what he'd said, like racist shit being talked in the writer's room.
Where's my whip?
Yeah, there's that. Like someone told him, like a white guy told him, someone needs to crack the whip around here. Like, dude, phrasing, for fuck's sake. Like,
well, you say phrasing around me, and well, this spear exists for a reason, my good man.
Like, who the fuck says that in general? Like, that's a horrible thing to fucking say. And who says that to a black dude? That's even worse.
Someone with a good pairs, probably a tranny who said that. Yeah.
Somebody that's not expecting to get the fuck knocked out of them, I assure you. Or somebody that's never gotten the shit knocked out of them before. But really, like, the disparaging remarks that got thrown at DeMeo, the insults, the gaslighting, straight up gaslighting. They hired detectives to like scour everything on him. Like anything that he mentioned about the X-Men show, they dinged him on it. And when they fired him, they said it was for egregious behavior. And when you hear shit like that, and we'd even said it on some of our first episodes, oh shit, he must have done something really bad. They said egregious. Whew. But a year goes by, and what happened? Nothing. Just like he said, nothing. No truth has ever come out. No victims have ever come forward. No one's ever tried to make their 15 minutes of fame trying to fucking blackmail him or anything. It's just Marvel trying to screw over somebody that they have to pay.
Yep. Well, they also had him sign a non-disclosure agreement, so he's limited to what he can even say anyway.
That's true too.
It's very interesting because I know a fellow creator, and I think Jeff knows who I'm referring to, who's had a good talk with Bo DeMeo on more than one occasion. He is quite active on social media, Bo, especially when it comes to certain pictures. I know a creator or two who got a bit uncomfortable seeing those, but it just goes to show that if you do not quack like a duck or flap like a duck, like the entertainment establishment wants you to, you're thrown under the bus. It doesn't matter if you're a straight white male who happens to be a racist or sexist, or a queer black man who's just trying to release a creative outlet. If you don't fit the party line, you're gone.
Yep.
And they belittled him for trying to remain true to the comics. He's like, no, that's not how it happened in the story. They're like, you need to let go of that comic book collector, like, fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. He knows what people want. He's one of those people that went out and talked to fans, interacted with fans, said, you remember when this happened? And if he got a huge reaction, that would be the way to go. And so, yeah, I don't know what happened.
Gatekeeping.
I support gatekeeping.
Don't put a gender in this project, says Bo DeMeo. Disney responds, we will. Also, you're a sex offender. Go away. Like, oh my God. That is the mindset, though. If you don't... we saw this with Gina Carano. Gina
Yes.
Carano makes a statement. Disney's like, "You're evil, go away," and they threw her under the bus.
Beep, bop, boop.
Hmm.
Take that to the bank.
Yep.
And it caused an entire change in the Mandalorian storyline, which was the straw that broke the camel's back for any chance of Star Wars television resonating in live action.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen anything from it that I've enjoyed. I mean, other than the pilot episode to Mandalorian. But like I haven't watched Mandalorian itself. I watched what did we watch? Acolyte and Skeleton Crew.
How are you still alive?
It was tough.
Oh, we hated Acolyte.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did not enjoy Acolyte whatsoever. Skeleton Crew was okay. It had Nick Frost in it, and I was like, all right, that's fun.
It was a kid's show.
It was a kid's show with a pirate droid, and I liked it.
Yep.
A lot of people did, actually.
Was it Star Wars? No, not really, but it was still fun.
It was to kids, just like Andor was seen as a great show released at the worst possible time, and I'm just waiting. When is this actually going to be entertaining? Oh, I got to wait halfway through the damn season just for things to ramp up. My goodness.
That is the problem with Andor, is the pacing issues. I made it through and I really enjoyed it, but I fully admit, like, it had some serious pacing issues, and Diego Luna is not the best leading actor for the show.
Where are the scenes between clones and Confederate holdouts? Get some action and adventure that the Empire had to spend literal years putting down separatist uprisings and that sort of thing, and how that, combined with growing dissatisfaction in the Imperial Senate, eventually led to the rebellion developing and growing. A lot of material there, but they just piss all over it.
It's in the animated shows. Animated shows were way better.
The Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked...
man.
What was it? The CGI one. Clone Wars. Clone Wars was really good.
Clone Wars was good. And then, crap. What was the other ones I've watched?
Rebels?
Almost. Rebels. That was really good. That had a lot of background to it.
Is that the one that had Freddie Prinze in it?
Yes. Star Wars Rebels was the first Disney Star Wars project.
Okay.
Yep.
And it really reduced the budget, and that combined with different, CGI, combined with the fact that they canceled one of Disney's earliest acts was canceling the Clone Wars series, which really was a kick in the nuts. That and exterminating most of the lore. Then Rebels put salt in the wound. Then the sequel trilogy really ham-fisted the destruction.
That was the amputation of the
Yeah.
franchise.
They're like, well, we hoped you guys enjoyed all that shit, because now we're going to kill all those characters.
Now it's
And
fucking
then as a
over.
result of that failure, they brought back the Clone Wars to try and salvage things. Then the Bad Batch was its successor from that.
Good. I liked the Bad Batch.
And then that's when we started getting these Star Wars TV shows to make up for the damn fact that not every, but almost every Disney Star Wars film has been the best one I say to this day was The Force Awakens. Of course, Rogue One was a perfectly fine Star Wars story, but people mostly remember the last main scene, but definitely the last 30 minutes.
Yep.
I don't know. Like, I love my old Star Wars, but I take everything else that's new with a very, very tiny grain of salt. Like, maybe it'll be good. Probably not, but we'll see.
What happened to the days when we would have For the 80s guys, the Battle of Endor. For the 2000s guys, the Battle of Coruscant. And mix the best of both of those concepts in the here and now. And you'd think Disney would have the arsenal to make that possible, where all the factions come together against, I don't know, the Yuzong Vong, which is probably the only thing that Disney hasn't shat all over, because they don't really understand the concept. And when you don't understand the concept of something, how do you, well, for lack of a better term, fuck it up? Now, unfortunately, I've got to head out because it's 6 o'clock in the morning where I'm at, and I got to get some sleep. But it was a pleasure being on. It was great to speak to Jeff again, and it was great to interact with some new creators, fresh blood. That's what I call.
Hey, just remind everybody where they can find you at then, too.
Yeah. You can find me at Ryan Roger Athay. As I said at the start of the show, no one in their right mind would pretend to be me because, well, let's face it, I'm not a 10 out of 10. I'm the host and founder of Reality Based. In 8 hours' time, I'll be on Will of the Fans' show with the problematic white guy. We'll be catching up with topics of the day, and in how long? 15 hours' time, I'll be hosting Reality-Based Old White Road, which was inspired by a black show called New Black Street. So I just inverted it and turned it into my own show. Thanks for having me on, gentlemen, and hopefully you have a great rest of your show. So until next time, bye for now.
Later, Ryan. Thank you for joining us again.
Yeah. Where the heck is Idaho Mike hiding? That is 2:08 p.m.
China.
I was going to say it has to be over.
Although I probably said it wrong, he's going to correct me again.
China.
You ignorant motherfucker.
Guangzhou. Okay.
Guangzhou.
Oh.
All right. Got some Green Arrow action, hey?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they haven't confirmed anything, but this guy seems to think that he looks like Oliver Queen. I don't know. Total spitting image of him, like Stephen Amell, scoot the fuck over. You were awesome, but this guy looks just like Oliver Queen.
No.
And that's no dig at Stephen Amell. Like the Arrow show is totally cool, but like you put a fucking Robin Hood hat on this guy, and you're just like, oh snap, is that? It is. Like I don't know. I just think this is cool.
I'm game. It looks pretty interesting to me, and you know, after what happened with the TV show, after season 3, it just went downhill. So if they're gonna do this, hey, let's have some fun with it then.
Yes, make it the JLA Green Lantern. Make it comic book Green Lantern. I love that, or not Green Lantern, Green Arrow. I'm actually a Green Lantern fan, so not Green Arrow. But I did like the Kevin Smith series that he did.
Mm-hmm.
Quick question. Is there a Maximum Penitentiary where he actually goes to prison? Or was that a failed script idea? Or was that a comic book storyline?
Ollie?
And he has to deal with all the villains that he put in prison.
I don't know.
I will have to look into that. That was probably a script idea then.
Because I know on the TV show they had him in Argus prison, and he always went to talk to them a lot. I remember that from the TV show because I forced myself to watch it to the very end. Oh, I don't know why I do that, but you guys know I do it all the time. I watch crap.
What do I always say?
Shows.
What do I always say about the final seasons?
Yeah,
skip it. Skip the final season, especially the fucking finale. They always suck.
Yeah,
I blame CW for all that.
Yeah,
they're craptastic endings. Oh,
yeah.
It's organic.
Oh, they updated the timeline. Okay.
Yes. I don't dislike this. This kind of looks fun.
Oh,
Like,
Waller's getting a show? Oh shit, I didn't know that.
yeah, I didn't know that either, but that's
I heard about that.
how cool is that? I'm sorry, like a follow-up to Creature Commandos is all that's really necessary. Like, because, well, Creature Commandos is a follow-up to the Suicide Squad, so I guess this would be like a third part to it. I don't know, but I like her as Amanda Waller. I like the cast. Oh God, what's her team's name? The guy that's got the crutch now and glasses. I can't remember the guy that freaked out in Suicide Squad, going, "Oh my God, they've got a fucking kaiju!" Anyway, I like him. I hope he's back. I hope it leads into Superman, but who knows if it will or not.
Right.
That's my hope. Is it's going to be a tie-in between the TV show that we just saw and the movie that we're looking forward to seeing, because so far, like, there's really nothing that connects those two things, other than the animated flash forward of seeing the war that Kerplupistan was going to start.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Superman Legacy, Peacemaker Season 2. I kind of knew that one was coming. Supergirl is still... Oh, that's for spring. Lanterns next summer. We're going to be watching that ourselves for sure. On this household, because my wife is a big Green Lantern nut. Her favorite is Jon Stewart, of course. Authority, Fall, 20... Paradise Lost.
No, I bet you that might have more to do with Cersei. I would think so.
Okay. I remember hearing something about it, but I can't remember what it is now.
Booster Gold, Brave and
Batman,
Brave and the Bold. What's that? Swamp Thing.
I thought Brave and the Bold was going to be Robin and Nightwing, but apparently not.
It's going to have all the Robins in it.
Oh, okay.
All of them.
Huh.
So we're going to see Nightwing. We're going to see Red Hood. We're going to see all of them.
Okay. All right. That could be fun. Like, that worked out. That worked okay in the Lego DC movie.
Yeah.
My big problem with this is Swamp Thing is all the way at the end of 2027. I don't care about
going to
Booster
get
Gold.
updated later.
Yeah, I know. So it'll probably end up being like canceled because they always shit on my Swamp Thing.
Yeah, they fucking kill all the good stuff.
I don't know.
I still don't see a Constantine on here, which is supposedly still in the works.
Yeah, right? Whatever happened to that shit?
Keanu? I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait
on
and
that
see.
shit. Is that even going to be part of this?
Supposedly.
Huh.
Or they're saving it for chapter 2. The fact that we're actually calling this a chapter 1 reminds me of just the phase 1 bullshit. Phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. Don't do this.
Okay.
This is
I just found Paradise Lost for you guys. Took quite a bit of searching, but it's officially announced as the origin story of how the Amazons came to be.
Oh. Okay.
Zeus saying, "You chicks, go over there."
You look good.
We look good. Oh! Speaking of looking good, dig this, y'all.
More popcorn bucket.
Popcorn bucket for the monkey.
The monkey.
Now, isn't he supposed to have symbols?
Originally, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what kind of threw me off because I thought it was a continuation of it, but now it's got a drum. I'm like, maybe it's not.
I don't know.
It's just a redone, remastered.
I guess.
I still need to see the original. What was it? Monkey Shines?
Monkey Shines.
That was good.
That's a good one. I actually like that one.
I gotta watch it again sometime.
Yeah.
That Merlin's Shop of Mystical Wonders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Scary ass movie with Uncle Ernest Borgnine.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of scary ass movie, here's not one. Megan 2.0.
Here's not one.
It's a thriller more than a scary thing. You know, it's
Yeah. I don't find this to be scary like at all. This is the part of the problem with some of the Blumhouse movies.
I want to see it still. I
Yep.
need to.
I will.
But the plot details come out a little. Oh, you've got a trailer for it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, it's a little teaser. We'll play it after.
All right. So this is 2 years after the first picture. Someone from the government has stolen the specs for Megan, and they've made a weaponized version of her. So what they've decided to do is they brought Megan back and given her upgrades to fight this military version. So basically, this is Megan 2.0. We'll call it M2. Yeah,
M2.
So very much T2. But
short
hey,
circuit.
Yeah.
Fighting sex dolls. Who can complain?
That's true. Now, what's with the picture of the girl on the right? How's that?
That's
that's the okay. It's
That's
Ivana.
that's the actor that's going to be the
military.
The evil Terminator, Megan.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Amelia, who goes rogue. Okay.
Is Amelia gonna have the 3 inner name as well?
Oh, I hope. Amelia.
Amelia. Yeah, there's a quick little teaser trailer we could throw up really quick.
Slaying.
All right.
Yeah, kind of goofy, but you know what? If it's leaning more into sci-fi and less from horror, then just go full sci-fi.
Yeah.
That's what Terminator did, and everyone embraced it.
Well, her first Terminator was more horror than
Yeah.
sci-fi.
Mhm.
The second one was the complete flip.
Yeah.
That's what Cameron likes to do to sequels. He likes to turn them around and fuck around.
Now let's do what I want to do.
Yeah, the first one was kind of fun, but let's make this an action movie now.
let me smoke my PCP, then I'll write that script.
Yep, and married again.
Bury it again or marry it again.
Yeah, both.
Yeah. All right. What else do I got for you? Oh, okay. So here's some fun news, and we might actually have a small trailer for this too. Tony Todd was confirmed having filmed his final scenes for Final Destination 6. And I cannot say how thankful I am that his final picture is Final Destination, because this franchise, like he is so good in it. Like he is part of this franchise. Like he's not death. Like he speaks for death and speaks about death, but he is so creepy in it, and he is such a wonderful Jim in this franchise. Even more so, I think, than Candyman. Like it seems very fitting that this would be his last picture.
Yeah.
So I'm glad.
Yeah, he's just a reaper for death. So yeah, not death himself, but he's a reaper who works under death.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how they explained him?
Yeah, because it goes back to ancient lore too that's been brought up. So that
really
Grim Reapers work for death. So but then you got I think Supernatural also touched up on that too. Brought that
I
too.
remember that.
They did talk about, but that's the thing about Supernatural too. They researched all that stuff before they put it in the show. So
snap!
They tried to.
Yeah, some stuff they did make up, but
now I know what book I want to read next. Going Odd Thomas, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was so happy to hear this news, because I mean that makes me want to go see the movie even more, knowing that this was his last flick. You know.
God, anytime he's in a picture, anytime he's going to do a monologue, you're blessed with whatever you're about to hear, because it was going to be gold. he's just one of those actors that anything he read was beautiful. And his monologues on death,
Yeah.
even though it ends with motherfucker, was always just so like it gave you goosebumps. It was just cool.
I always wanted to see him and like Lou Gossett Jr. like chewing up scenes together in some badass movie.
That'd be awesome.
I mean, they probably did work together. I just don't know what they could have worked in. But I've always loved Tony Todd, Candyman. I'll even watch the terrible sequels because he's such a fun villain to watch. And this is just making me want to just get caught up on Final Destination. Maybe after this last one comes out, I'll get like a complete set so I can watch all of them together. And I'm excited for this, and I'm pleased he was able to get this last performance in. So I think this is going to be a great send off. This might convince me to go to the theater to go see that, just to give proper attention. And you know what? I'll vote with my money on this one.
And I just remembered we can't show the trailer to that one because it's a Warner Brothers picture.
I don't care. We can play it if you want.
No.
You sure?
No.
I have it up.
Oh, well, hit it.
All right.
So for everybody watching, thank you.
Yep. And I don't care. We ain't going to clip it out because it's not a strike.
As long as it doesn't affect Jeff's Stargate money for a new ship.
No.
My old man just died. I come in as a favor, and now they want me to lock up.
Is that Badger from Breaking Bad?
I think so. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Holy shit.
Gotta go to big screen. No.
I'm sorry. I don't want to. It may or may not be him. It's already been like 15 years since that, but
yeah,
it'd be kind of funny.
All the things.
Stupid hepatitis.
I'll show you with the syphilis.
Oh, really? I can see what's going to happen already.
Eric's.
I already can see how he's going to die.
I want the chains to come swinging down from the...
Yeah, well, wrap around his neck, watch. I've watched these movies so much, I just kind of figure out what they do now.
Oh, okay.
Dad.
Mousetrap.
Yep. That's the best thing. Rube Goldberg device. You know?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I always think of.
Yeah.
Even worse.
The nose ring. You just yank at the fucking chain.
Word.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, damn.
All right, they're getting more creative with this.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
yeah. That's awesome kill.
I hadn't even watched this. So... Holy shit, dude.
Oh, it's always super creative, but now they got it really good.
Death runs in the family, but Devin Sawa says he is not in the picture.
What?
I thought they have a credit for him.
Yeah.
No, the last I saw is he said he's not in it. That's the last thing I saw.
Or is he just saying that and you're going to see him in like near the end?
Or it's a flashback to the original movie, and they have to give him credit for that.
Could be.
Oh, yeah, that's possible.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah, I don't see him in the credits actually.
Huh.
All right. Well, if it's a flashback, they will credit that. But... Oh,
Mhm.
April Tellica's in it. Oh,
Ooh.
nice. Aunt Brenda.
Hmm.
If that makes any sense to any of you guys. I met her. God, 25 years ago. Was visiting the set of First Wave. She was one of the guest stars. I got to interview her. She was total sweetheart.
Nice.
Very nice.
Cool.
So I'm really gonna go see it. Oh, Mike had a good follow up. What if he had nipple rings instead?
It'd have been like that scene in what was that called?
Deadpool.
No, not Deadpool. Strange. The one that D. Snyder directed.
Oh, D. Snyder's Strangeland.
Yeah, Strangeland. Yeah. Just lift them up off the ground, swing them around.
Twisted, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm still on the. Haven't seen that one, but I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, you'll like it.
So, Sam Raimi's new horror movie, Send Help, has begun filming.
Yes, new horror movie. Let's go.
New horror movie from Sam Raimi. This is his first horror movie since. Oh God, can we say Doctor Strange, or do we want to say Drag Me to Hell?
Drag Me to Hell.
Yeah,
we'll say Drag Me to Hell. Doctor Strange had horror elements in it, but yeah, Drag Me to Hell I'd say was his last horror movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Last good horror movie, at least. Yeah. I don't know. know how good it was.
When Sam does horror, like that's his wheel. Well, I know he likes doing other films too to like be a versatile director. I still want my Sam Raimi directed The Shadow. Which apparently he has the rights to, but that's about to hit public domain in the next year or two. You might want to get on it, Sam.
Yeah.
Right? Before everybody gets on it, makes terrible ass Steamboat Willie movies.
Screamboat Willie movies.
Screamboat Willie.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So back to our Star Wars news. Sigourney Weaver said the main reason why she took the job being in the Mandalorian movie was so she can have a scene with Grogu. And she explains that this takes place a few years after the end of the TV show for the Mandalorian. So Grogu is a little older and can do a few more things now. And I'm like, so what? He's 54? Like,
oh my God, I can't with this.
Does he have like one little stubble coming out of his chin now or something?
Oh my God.
It's not because she needs a paycheck.
She must need renovations on her 4-story mansion.
Mm-hmm.
Got to put in a bowling alley that looks like the Nostromo.
Mm-hmm.
Or a ghost containment unit.
Yeah.
Would also be sick. All right, Jeff, take it away on this one because I can't even. I don't even know what the fuck this is.
Yeah, because in our prep for this show, Kevin called it Gangnam poster.
Gangnam.
He wanted to go Gangnam style because
go
he wants to just call us a bunch of nerds.
That's not what this shit is.
No.
Gundam is a song.
Oh my God.
Goddamn. All right. Well, whatever.
No, it's Gundam and Gundam.
All right. Yeah, it's Gundam. It's an anime from Japan that's got like about 40 different shows. You need a flowchart to know which one to watch in the proper order.
Oh, yeah.
But that being said, it does have. Let's see. While we're talking here, I can pull up some stuff.
Yep, Kevin and his spelling errors.
He said Gangnam, and I'm like, what the hell?
I was like,
Yeah,
and I'm
bro.
thinking Gundam style. Why are we talking about Psy? You know, like we're hitting Korea or what? Making a movie out of that?
Cool.
Yeah.
Dude, Korea almost just hit Korea.
Yeah.
It usually does.
No, their vice president just got popped for fucking treason.
Yeah.
And conspiracy to overthrow the government.
Yeah.
That's a
And
no.
This is a little bit of newer Gundam.
回回転し、
Mhm.
1G の遠心力を生み
It's
出す。
very sci-fi, very space-based.
空は頭の上じゃなく、足の下にあるんだ。コロニー生まれの私たちは、本物の重力も、本物の空も知らない。もちろん、本物の海も。賞金をかけて、モビルスーツでバトルする。クランバトル？クラバなんてまともなやつをやらない。僕は終始。
Everyone's like, anime? What the hell are we doing here?
I know what
Man,
we're
like,
doing.
oh yeah.
あんたさ、クランバトルやらない？
I'll pause that, but we can get to the point where they actually show a goddamn suit. Well, it's just a giant mecha.
Yay, Voltron!
Sort of, but a lot
Sort of,
cooler.
not really.
Yeah, but a lot cooler. I used to watch the original back in the 80s. Yeah, and oh, I got hooked on it back then, and I'm glad I'm not still hooked on it because holy cow, I found out how much there is now, and
There's so much.
way behind. I'm like,
Yeah, I've only watched like
yeah.
one show, and I couldn't even tell you exactly which one it was. It's been so long. It was probably Gundam. I don't remember. I'd have to look them up. It was in the 90s.
Yeah, it was like mid 80s when I got hooked on it, and I was like, "Oh, that's really cool." That was Japanimation when it was still when it first came out as Japanimation and not animation, but
right,
yeah, but yeah, it kind of makes me wonder.
Yeah, but it's got a good director in store.
Yeah.
It's got Jim Mickle.
Mhm.
He did the TV show on Netflix, Sweet Tooth, and
Yeah, I want to see that.
it was interesting. I enjoyed it.
Right.
And he is also credited Army of Darkness for giving him the inspiration to become a director.
Yep.
I thought that would perk Kevin's eyes at least that. Like, really? Army
Is
of
that-
Darkness, Sam Raimi? Because that ties in
Yeah.
very well to the Sam Raimi news.
Is that in the same regard that I attribute John Steakley to me being able to be a writer if Vampires was able to be published?
I have no idea what that means, Kevin.
See, I thought if John Steakley could publish Vampires and it make money, enough money that somebody could, like John Carpenter, make a successful movie of it, then shit, I could be published because Vampires was a terrible ass book.
Mm.
It was not good.
No.
But anyway, hopefully this means Army of Darkness was like such a positive influence on his life that he wanted to be a filmmaker and make movies just like it.
I think that's the latter, Kevin. So I would lean that way. But the question is how well is this going to do? But it's also being made by Legendary and Bandai Namco that contains the rights. So if it's anything like Dune, Godzilla versus Kong, like they mentioned here, this thing is going to look awesome. The question will largely come down to the writing.
Yep.
And how much they're going to fit into one movie. And if it's a full live action like it's indicating, I hope this is good. But this is very promising news. But live action adaptations of anime never turn out very good. So
Normally,
we'll have to wait and see.
I think it's going to turn out okay, but it will not live up to the expectations of the anime itself, of course. But
yeah,
it's going to be an okay. It'll be better than Dragon Ball.
Everything is better than Dragon Ball, except for like live action Cowboy Bebop on Netflix. That was terrible. Live action Death Note on Netflix. That was terrible. But if you're putting like some real money into this, you're gonna want it to at least be decent.
Yeah, because you're gonna set up a lot of fans really bad.
Gundam is not exactly for little kids.
No.
So thinking it's gonna do like Godzilla, like the newest Godzilla Kong New Empire or whatever it was called, that was more for kids. That did all right. This ain't that kind of property. So
no.
I mean, maybe SD was, but.
But yeah, I got a buddy of mine who's a big fan of Gundam, El Toro Fuente on Instagram, and I gotta tell him about this. Say, yeah, are you excited or what? I haven't talked to him in a while.
I will say the other big thing about Gundam is the model kits that are out there. There's so many model kits. So if you like to build like your own little models and put them together,
yeah,
Gundam is like one of the big bad boys out there. So
yeah, I've seen some for 3D printing, but when it comes to that much detail, you want a resin tank and not a filament one like I got, because it'll give all the details on those models are real microscopic details, and they really stick out.
all right.
Wow.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I will check that out.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, now
I like
a little interested.
No, I like mechs. Like,
it has that
like,
in there too.
Okay,
what's your concern then?
Yeah.
Will there be enough destruction with the mech in the regard that I like it? Because like mechs to me are just like giant like forklifts. That's how I use mine on big shots. And Invader Zim, that's how he uses his when he's going out on the invasion. Before they actually left for the invasion, he destroyed anyway. Mechs could be a lot of fun. I just hope they use it properly and with destruction and mischief in mind.
Of that, I can almost guarantee that.
Yeah.
These things are freaking badass. They wreck shop like nobody's business.
All right. As long as it's not robot jocks or anything like that bullshit.
Oh, I don't think we're going to get that.
No.
Anyway.
All right.
Oh, no.
So, golly, Kihei Kwan had his premiere for Love Hurts this week. And many of his friends who happen to be Goonies, say all of them showed up to support their friend in his not first leading role, but his big leading role of an action film. And Jeff said, God, it's really happening, isn't it? And I looked at the picture and I looked back at Jeff's message and I looked back at the picture again. And I said, yes, you know what? This time I think you're right. I think they really are trying to do a grassroots campaign to show Warner Brothers that they can be lucrative. They can get people's attention when they are together. They're going to show David Zaslav that people still are interested in the Goonies. That's what this picture was about.
And yes, I did say that. Like, oh my God, it's actually going to happen.
yeah, but he wasn't like, oh my God, finally. No, it wasn't like that at all.
That's the movie I liked as a kid. As an adult, it's fine.
Is it?
I see Feldman went back to blonde. Oh,
yeah.
And his sunglasses look like they're like photoshopped in really bad too. I mean, they don't look like real, like he's really wearing them. They're like off-centered a little bit and like too dark.
I wonder if Variety photoshopped those on just because his eyes look like he was on drugs or something.
I would gotta wonder too.
Those are glaucoma glasses, you assholes.
Oh yeah.
You could have said Ray-Bans; it wouldn't have made a difference to me.
I almost saw him live because he's a big time DJ. So I almost went and saw him live. It's glad I didn't go because it turned out he ended up like 3 hours late, and then needed another 2 hours to set up and get everything tuned in. I was like, oh, well, that would have been. Glad I didn't waste the money to go for that.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I'd had to go pee and gone home.
Well.
Anywho's, so we asked last week what the hell is up with the news about this movie and this lady's fucking tweets that offended people. So here's the news about it. Apparently, she was in this movie about acceptance and love and everything else and being a trans person. Yet in real life, she's making comments about Muslims and other people and stuff like that, and just being really racist and whatnot. So that having come out after she was nominated for Best Supporting Actor or Best Actress, Netflix was like, "Ooh, you know what? We aren't going to be pushing her anymore." So they paid for her nomination. And what it is when that happens, the studio will pay for their accommodations to go to the Oscars itself. They'll
Just
pay
about
for your
everything,
dress.
yeah.
Like they pay everything, but they are not paying a single red cent for this lady to go to the Oscars if she chooses to accept the award. They're not putting forth that extra scratch money to see if she makes the award. I'm willing to bet they fucking bet on somebody else to get the fucking win. But she has done shot herself in the foot, and whoever was supposed to do their PR work at Netflix before making sure that she was good to go, like nominate, they should also be like being questioned too. Like, didn't you see all this shit? Like, come on now.
Maybe it was the ambient, just like Roseanne Barr, you know.
Maybe. Like, sorry, I thought that's just the way they talk.
Yeah.
I don't think she's gonna win anyway, but I think Demi's actually gonna get it because she won at Critics' Choice Award anyway.
Yes, and that's usually the way it goes.
Yeah.
So yay for the horror film.
What'd you call Demi?
Like, wait, what? Like, did I miss something? Did I cut out or?
I thought he said horror film.
Yeah.
Every time he says horror, he calls it horror.
Mm-hmm.
It just sounds like horror from Kevin's mouth.
That is how I say. Shut up! Fuck you guys.
You're welcome.
Blame it on the glory hole.
Hole. Oh, okay. So
don't worry, Chad. We got you covered this week.
This sucks because this sounds like something I would totally enjoy. Apparently, Peacock has canceled the series Hysteria, which is based on the 1980s Satanic Panic, where our parents thought everything was satanic and there was cults everywhere, and like Ozzy was trying to like brainwash kids and all sorts of stuff.
And bite heads off of squirrels.
Yeah, totally fake, totally like preposterous, but it was really a thing. Like fucking Geraldo had specials on cults and Satanists.
I remember watching those.
Yep.
Yeah, like Anton LaVey got huge as the Pope to the Black Satanic Church because he was like, "Yeah, we exist. We're not those types of people, but yeah, we exist." Like they tried demonizing him, and he just kind of rode with it because it got attention for their church. And the more people that looked in it, they're like, "Well, wait a second, this isn't what it's supposed to be. Like, they're not sacrificing people." So this would have been really interesting to watch. I think I'm going to give this a shot eventually.
I wanted to see this. I was waiting to see if it'd come out on Blu-ray or DVD or whatever.
It might.
It might, and I'm definitely snagging it off the shelf to get it because I really wanted to see this because the whole Satanic Panic era, we lived through it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was everything. I remember when I came home and I'm like, yeah, me and some friends were going to play D&D, and my mom just, whoa, that's all. I'm like, what? And, have you played it already? I'm like, no, we're going to go over to so-and-so's house to play it. I'm calling their parents. I'm like, what the hell's going on? That's devil worshiping game.
Oh my God.
It is? My friends told me a guy in Wisconsin made the game, so we thought we'd play it. So
yeah.
it's like
just a game. It's not worship.
No.
The only
devil worship is two houses down, Mom, if you hadn't figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
The Smiths, you know.
Because
they got the hot burning wax candles all the time. And it totally smells of burnt hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No king shaming here, everybody.
No, it's the neighbors up the hill that had the red candles in the windows all the time.
Yep.
Yeah, and the records played backwards. Oh gosh, my mom made me go to religion classes, and we had to listen to so many, and I'm like, I'm not hearing that. I mean, kinda, but no. We all know it was Boston. I had the real message.
That was the most
in it.
ridiculous shit I had ever heard. It only worked in movies and TV shows. It didn't work in real life.
Yeah, but like they said in Little Nicky, it was Austin. Really?
It was Austin.
Oh my god! You remember that fucking movie?
And it was
Oh my
like clear
God.
as day. All hail Satan, worship him. It was like clear as day.
Oh my god!
Fucking Boston.
That was the best part of that movie.
Oh my god!
I had to pause it just so I could laugh my ass off when he said that. So. Then it's crystal clear. Hail Satan, worship me.
Oh my god!
I want to go play Guitar Hero now.
Knights in Satan's service.
Service, yeah.
Kiss.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Couldn't play my Kiss records.
Antichrist Devil Child. I remember that.
Oh yeah.
What else? There was something about Pink Floyd that my neighbor was trying to convince me and my other neighbor of, and we were both kind of like,
Oh, it's like everything. Oh, if you take this image, fold it in half, then unfold it, and then fold it in half the other way, and then if you beat these two corners together and these two corners, look, you got a pentagram. Or, oh, here's the devil's head. It's like, what? Where are you seeing this?
Oh
how much time do you have to learn origami to make fucking goats?
Right? Jesus.
I just read, that's why I was so excited about this show. I'm like, oh, cool, because I always love watching stuff about Satanic Panic because it was just mass hysteria for everyone. And you know, as us kids, we were like trying to do something. Don't do that. Oh, don't listen to that. Don't touch that. You know, stay away from those people. They're Satanists. I'm like, what?
Well, and also true fashion, it starred Bruce Campbell as the sheriff in it too.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
that was the
this
other
was
reason
Bruce
I wanted to
Campbell
see it.
show. Yeah, he actually like quote tweeted this, and he's like, "Yeah, it's over." It sounded like he might have enjoyed working on it, so I kind of want to see it now too. I never got around to seeing it. You could sail the high seas for it, but the place that Kevin and I like to go to, it's really hard to get into the goddamn site to begin with.
Yeah, so we don't tell
Our
anybody.
servers
the
are
address
busy.
anymore.
No, dude.
What's that?
So we don't tell anybody what the address is no more.
Yeah, because it's like it don't fucking work half the time. Anyway.
Yeah, it's down to 38 degrees in here now. Sucks ass. Hate this.
Well, we can get it moving along then.
Yeah, for a
I'm
room
not
that has
bitching
no
about
heat,
that. I'm just marking.
I'm at 73.
Nice.
No heat in this room. There's no heat, no air. All you have to do is close that door, and that temperature rises just from the computer and the TV screen. Like
You Satan worshiper, what the hell's wrong with you?
And Mojo. Oh, that's what it is. It's Satan powers.
Yeah, Satan powered heating.
It's totally radical.
That's what I should do. I should brand name on a heating and air conditioning company and call it Satan's Air.
The funny thing is, like, the Satanists that I do know in real life are like the sweetest people ever.
They
I know.
are. They're the
I know
nicest
a couple
people.
too.
I know several, and they're just amazing.
I know a couple Druid worshippers and stuff like that.
Yep.
They're all like super nice. It's like, what the fuck?
Yep, I know Wiccans, Druids,
Yep.
Satanists. They're all really great people.
Yeah,
None of them are what you think. No.
No.
Nope.
Not trying to lure me into their house or their basement.
No, that's you just gotta watch out for Jehovah's Witnesses. That's about
those. They're the bad ones.
You watch out for them.
Yep.
I've gotten used for sex a few times.
I have to.
Hey, as long as it was good.
I love that scene in The Doors where he gets handfasted.
I forgot about that.
But we were married before the goddess.
Oh my god.
And because it's not legally binding, he's like, well, I thought it was a good idea at the time.
At the time.
God bless Jim Morrison.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah, right.
He was the Lizard King, man.
He could do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so everyone excited for Stranger Things season 5. Hold that excitement a little longer. As per usual, it is going to come out in the fall, but not for Halloween. They're actually pushing it back towards Thanksgiving. Actually,
I don't get that, but
must be something else coming around Halloween time.
Yeah, like a sporting event or something big that they're doing. But like you would think, like it must be a sporting event because they control the rule. Like this would be their decision, so it would be something out of their hands that they want the money for. So I don't know, maybe a WWE event.
That would be Survivor Series in November, though.
Oh gosh, yeah,
and that's the big boy at that time.
Yeah,
but the pay-per-views on Netflix are still yet to be determined, though. Or I'm sorry, premium live events.
Well, they're both on Netflix and Peacock still, aren't they?
I believe Peacock has that for now still.
Okay, where is SmackDown? Because that's the only
USA channel on Fridays.
Oh, fuck, I'm not getting that shit.
I was gonna say right down the middle.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
good jokes.
Now,
ooh,
here's something that we found earlier this week. A beloved classic, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze is no longer available to purchase on DVD or Blu-ray or to rent on digital streaming.
What? Wow,
it is. Oop. So if you own those DVDs and Blu-rays, congratulations. That shit just shot up in value.
Thanos snapped it.
Yeah. What about the VHS? Can I sell that for hire yet?
Probably.
Well, maybe. So sell. Because Arrow Video's putting out a 4K, bitches.
You know what? I did not know about that. And while you were talking
not.
about that, I was thinking it's got to be Arrow.
It has to be, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh shit! As I was thinking about it, there it is.
Those
are going to be some awesome sets.
Yes. My wife doesn't like me getting 4Ks. She doesn't like me upgrading. It's gonna happen for the Jim Henson movies eventually. It just has to.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's gonna. Well, again, Jim Henson. It's gonna happen for these movies. These are beautiful movies. Anything with Henson stuff, any puppetry in it, is worth getting the extra detail. And if I may say so, this movie's soundtrack kicked ass. Get the fucking 4K. Like, get your surround sound. Like, blast it. Let your neighbors know that 9.95 is a fucking jam. Turtle Power is a fucking jam. Like, listen to that shit.
It's gonna be a great release.
Yeah,
man.
If they could, I would make it like a double pack, though. 2 discs in their own little things, but like give it a little slip box for the 2.
Yes,
unless they could get the third one.
No,
no,
they don't talk about the third one.
Yeah, no,
that's terrible. Anyway, it's these two are the ones.
It was doo-doo.
I saw these in the freaking theater, for crying out loud.
Absolutely. I saw all 3 of them in the theater, and
same.
I feel sorry about the third one though.
I did too. It wasn't the first
did.
movie where like I walked out going like, well, I thought I'm supposed to like it, but it's what is this that I'm feeling? Is this suck? Is this suckage?
Yep. Total suckage.
This is disappointment.
So that's what mom tells dad.
Yeah, now I know why my parents feel.
Was that 12
disappointing,
inches?
Steven?
So yeah, like with all due respect for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 3, and everyone that put forth an effort to make that movie, you all know what it was. So I'm really excited for this. I'm with Jeff though. I'd love a dual pack. I don't want to pay $80 for 2 movies that I got on DVD already. Then my wife is going to kill me for buying. I don't.
It was nice knowing you.
Yeah, right. She can kill me after I watch this shit. I don't give a fuck. Watch it. My life is complete. Check me the fuck out.
That's my boy.
I saw Ninja Turtles 4K. It was worth it.
My life is now complete.
Yeah, I can say it was all worth it. Anyway, Jeff, that's all I had for the news this week.
All right. I just got a couple quick things. We're going to get started with the Critics' Choice Awards. Those happened the other night, and we got some fun winners. We're just going to hit up some of the fun ones really quick. I don't know much about like Best Picture with the Nora, like whatever. Nice to see Adrian Brody get an award for The Brutalist. I haven't seen that movie, but I've always been pretty high on him, and he beat out a few good names. Hugh Grant from Heretic, which I still need to see that.
I need to see that too. My wife wanted to watch that too.
I heard like he was fantastic in that movie. So
the trailers are amazing.
Yeah, we did one trailer and we kept getting hit on it. So, but let's see. Demi Moore won for The Substance. I have a feeling she's going to win her Oscar this year.
Yeah,
especially after all that news with Carla. And Kieran Culkin won for his, so he has now succeeded his brother in the talent pool. Let's see.
For now.
Yeah.
Best acting ensemble, Conclave. Okay, that's that Refine's movie. Let's see.
Wicked.
John Chu, Wicked. Best original screenplay, The Substance. Not surprised by that. I still need to see it though myself. Best cinematography, Nosferatu.
Nice.
Thank you, God. That's a respectable award for it to get.
Yeah.
It'll probably win the same one at the Oscars.
What did it get?
What?
Cinematography.
Cinematography? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Aesthetically, it was stunning.
Amazing.
Nothing was close. None of the, and I like Dune 2, and I haven't seen like any of the other ones, but I would cry for Nosferatu to win that one hands down anyway.
Was it Uncle Marty that was talking about how great it was to watch and how you just didn't do anything afterwards because you were so into the movie that you were like too depressed to do anything? Like Scorsese doesn't say anything nice about anything, but he really liked that one.
Right. Best animated feature, The Wild Robot. Best comedy, Deadpool and Wolverine. It was a tie, I guess, but technically they gave it to both A Real Pain and Deadpool and Wolverine. So
never heard of a tie before.
Yeah, neither have I. But, let's see.
But my team still won, so fuck it.
Yeah.
Yep. Best drama series, Shogun.
That
which
was
I still need to see.
It was good. I watched that and oh man, I love it.
Hiroki Sanada won for Best Actor in a Drama Series. Kathy Bates won for her Matlock TV show on CBS, which
Matlock.
I think even she was like, "What?
What?" Yeah.
She literally looked like she was sitting there, like completely. Hey, wait, I won. Like she did not.
I mean,
it was funny.
There's a lot of good actresses in for her show being so new, for reprising an old film or old show. So,
yeah, man,
I'm surprised that
Kathy
she won
Bates
that. Oh, Baby Reindeer. Oh my God.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, my wife watched it and she's like, "You gotta fucking watch this." I'm like, "Well, why?" And she's like, "Just watch it with me. It's fucking crazy." And I'm like, "Okay." So I watch it. I'm like, "Holy shit, this is fucked up but good." So you gotta check it out.
Okay.
Like Bambi for Christmas?
Like No, it's about a lady who falls in love with a guy and she becomes insanely obsessed, and she's a pathological liar, and she calls the guy she falls in love with, she reminds him of a reindeer, so she calls him her baby reindeer. So, and it is like insane the length she goes to. It's like, holy fuck. Like, stalker is an understatement for what she does.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like somebody Kevin thinks he can fix.
Yeah. At the good old glory hole, he can.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good date.
You're welcome, Chad.
Yep. We got you covered.
Yeah.
Colin Farrell, Kristen Milotti, both won for Best Actor and Actress in a limited series for The Penguin. That was kind of my big catches for this. And just going to do a little scroll.
Oh, the other
Best
thing about
Foreign Language Series, Squid Game won.
Yeah.
Best Animated Series, X-Men 97 won. Thank God it beat Batman Cape Crusader. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh,
You know.
yeah.
That baby reindeer is also based off a true story.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I remember hearing about that.
So here's the difference between Cape Crusader and X-Men. Cape Crusader, they told Batman's story. And you watched each episode to see, you know, who the villain was going to be, what the mystery was going to be. And it was okay episode from episode. It was all right. I watched half of the series. I wasn't so enthralled with it that I had to go back and finish it, or I'm not invested in whether or not there's going to be another season. With X-Men 97, I was watching that fucking episode the moment it dropped.
Yep.
Like I could not wait to find out what happened next.
Same.
They left you on cliffhangers where you're just kind of like, you felt nothing. Episode 5, you feel fucking nothing. And for a week, you feel nothing but dead inside. And so then the next 5 weeks, you're hoping that they're going to retcon episode 5.
No. And if those who have never seen it, you could go back a few episodes and watch what we talk about. So Kevin and I suffered watching that happen.
Oh,
and,
my balls were in my throat.
Yep.
I was crying.
His balls were in his throat, everybody. Yeah,
Not
only at the glory hole.
Anyway.
All right. And on other award-winning news at the Saturday Awards, Colin Farrell won again for The Penguin. So right on, Colin. Well deserved.
Go ahead and put that makeup back on for season 2, baby. Pay that motherfucker.
Damn straight. Well, we'll see what happens with season 2. But in some other news, Nightmare on Elm Street is getting another collection 4K. Thank you to Disconnected. You had a very nice tweet about this. So this is going to be a UK release, but UK is not region locked. So if you wish, you can order these. This is probably going to be no different than the previous Blu-ray pack, which is about like yay thick and had like all the movies in it. But they're starting to roll out in America, like at least the first movie is getting a 4K and a very nice steel book, getting its own release. Whether they'll stick with that the whole way through, it's Warner Brothers, hard to say. But at least internationally, you will get a set.
Yeah, I got the box set of Nightmare on Elm Street collection where it's got Freddy. You see the back
all
side
the
of Freddy
DVD.
Krueger. Yep.
Yeah.
My daughter keeps trying to steal that from me.
Hell no.
Oh, hell no. I told her. She's like, I can't find it nowhere. I'm like, if I see another collection, I'll let you know. So now I can let her know she could get this, which will be the 4K and Blu-ray I see on there. So,
yeah.
Then
But
she
yeah,
quit
so
trying to steal it.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting news. Kevin, you think you'll end up getting this at some point, or are you just going to wait until American releases come out?
I'm going to wait for the American release. I'm crossing my fingers that after the first 4K comes out, Shout Factory or Scream Factory will get the rights to put out a whole box set like they did with Halloween and Friday the 13th. Which I did not get either.
Nice.
But Nightmare on Elm Street, that'd be the one where I'm kind of like, all right, time to shill for that shit.
Damn straight.
Yeah. So, because I break for Freddy, everybody knows that shit.
Yep, he's total Freddy nut.
He is my Batman in horror.
Yeah. Well, I was at a kind of a horror store today, where they actually sell like a bunch of like horror movies, items, things. They have like a little market. It's like a little marketplace. You got like different people setting up like booths in there. Like it's like a marketplace of sorts.
Nice.
And it's run by one place. It's called Terror Trader in Chandler, and very fun place. Love going there. Finally got a shirt of theirs. Want to give a special shout out to them, but they had some really cool Freddy things there. Next time I'm there, I'll take some pictures. Kevin will be like, "Do you want one of these for your birthday or Christmas?"
No.
They'll send it to you, and you'll be like, "My wife sucks. She never buys me the cool shit. Jeff's my work wife." Work husband, more like it.
Yeah, there we go.
No,
and let's see here.
It's a
we got
DX
some
reference.
Yeah. And this Christmas, you better be good. Thank you, Bloody Disgusting. From Cineverse and director Mike P. Nelson. Silent Night, Deadly Night is getting a remake and will be released in Christmas of 2025. Well, another horror movie at Christmas. I'm there. I'm sold.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
What did we just review?
Superman?
No. Didn't we just review Silent Night?
No, we never got that sorted out schedule-wise. But we both watched the Silent Night remake from a few years ago.
Okay. We didn't review it. I thought I know we watched. Yeah, all right. So
yeah, we both watched it, but we never. I guess we could have just recorded that on our own separately. I guess
that'll be our shitter in the can.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
So okay, I really liked that. So is this a remake of that, which is a remake?
This is more of a remake of the first one, from my understanding.
So from like 1983 or whatever.
The really crazy one where the kid watches his dad get killed by mom and dad killed by a Santa, and then he turns out to be a Santa who kills later on.
Yeah.
It's a twisted fucking movie. Like it ain't that nice.
No.
Well, that's kind of how the other one ended. I mean, I didn't dislike the other one. Actually,
the other one was fine.
I had fun with it.
I did too. I always do.
Malcolm McDowell was such a fucking asshole.
Yeah, he was. Good villain.
So Mike P. Nelson, director.
Yep.
I was going to say I went to school with Mike P. Nelson, but he wasn't. He's not a director. I know what he does now. So not the same guy. It threw me off for a second. I was like, wait, no.
Well, the reason why I emphasized the P was Kevin and I both know a different Michael Nelson.
Oh.
We don't want any brand confusion with that.
I
He'd
did
probably
not
have a migraine working on this movie if he was doing it.
Oh, with all the lights and loud noises?
Yeah, probably.
I would imagine so. That having been said, I did not do my earlier shill for riff tracks when we were talking about the Corman Fantastic Four movie. They did riff about 10 minutes of that movie that you can purchase on rifftracks.com under the Super Zeros movie.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, man, they did that. They did the Lou Ferrigno Incredible Hulk, the one with Daredevil.
So
yeah, it's Nighthawk or Street Hawk.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Reb Brown's Captain America, and something else. I can't remember what it was. But they did 90 minutes and they spread it across pretty far, pretty evenly, and it was really well done. Nice. But that was the first time I'd ever really gotten to see the Corman stuff. So I was like, yay!
Oh, the good stuff.
Yeah. Could I watch it for free? Sure. But did I pay for it instead just to watch 10 minutes? Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. Why not?
Because I got to watch Michael Nelson fucking riff it. Yeah.
No.
Good Mike Nelson.
Yeah. I like him very much.
Well, any fans of the Exit 8 horror game that's out there? Live action adaptation is coming from Toho, Japan. And this is just a little video. Watch the announcement video that replicates the game's eerie, looping labyrinth as a man is trapped in an endless, sterile subway passageway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck off. Oh, no.
It's like PD. If you ever played PD, the playable demo that never came out, the game that never came out that was supposed to be related to Silent Hill.
Oh, shit.
It's like this, too. You're in a loop. You just keep going, and you got to find that anomaly before you can go anywhere.
Yeah.
Don't go that way.
Great game. Yeah. But this one was different. You had to back up once you saw the anomaly.
Oh, that's cool.
I've heard of this game. I never played it, though.
I never played it, but I watched gameplay of it. And
okay.
Got some buddies who've been telling me you got to try it. I'm like, all right.
The Hogwarts Legacy game has segments that are kind of like this. Not the whole game, but like a segment that's a maze like this.
Yeah. If you find an anomaly, turn back immediately.
Yeah.
If you do not find any anomalies, do not turn back.
because I've seen enough gameplay where people are like, oh, crap, was that there before? And they turn around and, start all over.
Oh my
god!
Yeah,
this could be really interesting, actually.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm kind of interested in this.
I found a movie adaptation of a video game that I absolutely love. My favorite horror game, or horror franchise, is Fatal Frame.
Ooh, Fatal Frame, yep.
And say what you will of Resident Evil or Silent Hill, Fatal Frame will make you shit your pants and make you afraid to turn the lights off, open the door, turn the TV on, whatever. It's a life choice if you play it.
My best friend Andy and we played that game. I had full-on surround sound.
Oh yeah.
We never turned the lights on, and we just played that in the dark.
Oof.
It was fucking freaky. My wife, I was dating her at the time. She's like, you guys are fucking weird. I'm like, no, you don't understand. This scary shit. She's like, nah. And I'm like, you're not even paying attention. That's why it's not scary.
Right.
There's no music. The only sound effects are your footprints and your footsteps, your breath, the wind sometimes if there's curtains, and then the sound of like whatever is in the room with you. And you're just kind of like, ugh. And this was when the rumble function on the PS2 controllers first started to work, or the haptic, for lack of a better term. And so when the ghost would show up, like your camera would go nuts and the controller would start to vibrate, and you'd hear your heartbeat, and you'd hear almost like you would with the Grudge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. And like you, I played it with the surround sound in the dark, but I was by myself. I'm very antisocial. And my roommate's now wife came into the room to tell me that dinner was ready downstairs. And I swear to God, dude, when she came in and said, "Hey, Kev," I was like Sylvester the cat up on the fucking ceiling. I'll be right there.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And the other part is you had to hold the camera just right to capture a ghost that's coming to kill you. And it's like, fuck. That's shit. Oh, there I go. Oh.
And focus.
Yep.
It had to be a certain distance close to you. Like you couldn't take a picture of it from like up on top of the mountain, like, hi, motherfucker. Or you'd get extra points if it got close enough to attack you, and then you press the button and you're like, oh, this sucks.
My buddy Andy is still scared of that game to this day. He says he can't play it. It just nope. It traumatized him.
My brother says the new ones that came out are pretty good, and I haven't played. I think Maiden of Dark Water. It's called.
There's Crimson Twins.
That's
That
part
was the
2.
second one.
Yeah.
I
was gonna say, that's the second one.
That was the
I
first
didn't know
one.
there was another one.
Yes,
yeah, there was a third one. Yeah,
there's a third one, and then Nintendo bought it. Nintendo bought the franchise, and they shit on it for a long time. They put one out on the 3DS that was AR, and it was potentially really cool, but you needed to have a fucking little play pamphlet to play it. So you couldn't, if you were on a road trip, you couldn't play in the car.
No.
You're like, well, that fucking sucks.
I
so
remember that now.
Yeah, I never played that again. And then they held on to the IP for a long time, kind of like what they did with Marvel Ultimate Alliance and X-Men Legends. So now they've lost their hold on that. So there is a PS4. There are 2 PS4 or PS5 games. It's PS4. One is Maiden of Dark Water, and I cannot remember the name of the other one. But one of them has DLC where you get to wear costumes from the 2 maidens in the second one, or the reporter chick in part 3.
Okay,
I can't remember her name, but
I
they
only
made a
ever played the
movie.
first 2.
Yeah,
those were the best. The third one's okay.
Okay,
The third one was okay. But they made a movie. It's completely in Japanese, and it's not available in the United States anywhere, and you can't order it. I'm like, you mother. Nintendo's behind this somehow. I just know it.
Oh, yeah, probably.
So
I
I'm
can
gonna
almost guarantee you that.
Motherfuckers. It's not a Namco game. At least I don't think, but I don't know. But it's really good, and it deserves way more recognition, and like more people should play it. That's a game that deserves a fucking movie. Like Until Dawn, what they did, no. Like
God, don't get me started on that bullshit again. Well, you're talking about games like that. Did you hear that the Flash game that was in the works at WB Games Montreal was scrapped after poor reception to the Flash movie, and a Constantine game was also pitched but never approved?
Yep. That's upsetting.
Welcome.
Like, thanks Warner Brothers for hiring a child molester to portray the Flash.
Yep.
Like, that could have been a fun game.
Well, and the game could have actually mitigated some damage as long as it was made with proper care and respect, and not like the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League game. Like, if they actually did a good Flash game, could restore some brand damage after that movie.
Sure, get Josh Keaton to voice him.
Yeah.
Or Grant Gustin.
Done.
Done. Sold. Like,
John Wesley Shipp.
Oh, dude.
Neither one of them are too busy to say no to the Flash.
Nope.
Like,
dude,
shit.
that'd be a nice paycheck for John Wesley Shipp. He'd be like,
okay,
let me read the script and let's get going.
Mr. Shipp was voted second most favorite Flash of all time.
Who's first? Grant?
Grant.
Oh, okay.
And gosh, I mean, I want to say I get that, but he's number one in my heart.
He's number one.
Really is.
I'm even with both of those guys.
Yeah, I think they're both pretty swell people,
and they worked well together too.
Yeah.
And gosh, I've got nothing but love and respect for the two of them. So I'd say they're both number one. I can't accept John being number 2.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's just me being
tied for first. That's a tie.
Yeah.
I'm a little more partial to John Wesley Shipp though, but that's just me.
He was
an
our first
actual man
Flash,
playing the goddamn role, not a kid. But it's too bad. But that's WB Games for you, and it's the Montreal studio that did. I think they did, what was it, Batman Arkham Origins?
Yeah.
And that game was just
okay.
way too fucking short. That's my only problem with that game. It was like literally a 10-hour game and it was over with. And I'm like, can I give it like another 5 or 10 hours in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I literally screamed, the game's over? What the fuck? I didn't want to finish it yet. I never went back and played through.
Yeah, I'd never done a second playthrough.
The WB game. They had their online game too that they got going on. What the hell is that called? Shit, let me pull up the article. I just sent to a buddy of mine the other day. Multiverse. WB Multiverse.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, did you
Season
hear about
5.
that getting shut down now?
Mm-hmm.
And not paying out what they're supposed to pay.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was glad I didn't spend any money on that.
No kidding.
Yeah, from what I understand, season 5 is going to be the last of production. Yep. And then once that comes out, I think they're going to do what Avengers did, and just like everything that was microtransaction is going to be free.
Yep. Yeah, that's what's pissing off a lot of people. They had to buy $100 pack to get ready for this coming up final season now, but they didn't know that, and they paid all this money, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, here you go. Everyone's getting
yeah.
So yeah, a lot of pissed off gamers.
Shitty.
Mm-hmm.
That's shitty.
Yep.
That's exactly what happened with Avengers, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like all those costumes, and there's at least 100 of them, or 50 of them. They became free, but they were all like $10-15 each. And some of them you just had to have because they were from like Infinity Wars or Endgame, or it looked like the 1960s Iron Man, which is really cool look that they took and used in Endgame. But you had to pay for it if you wanted to look that cool. And it was, it's online game, so you're playing with other people. So it's kind of like a bragging thing. How cool does your suit look? It was totally cosmetic. Yep. It didn't do anything to affect your fucking gameplay. And then it's all free. And I did not tell my wife that.
Whoopsie. That'll learn you.
I got quite a few, but not that many. I don't think I got enough.
Yeah. Well, can you get enough of Adam Green? He's coming back with a brand new horror movie, his first in 8 years. The Ascent, a shark attack survival horror movie. So, we haven't really had a decent shark attack movie in a while. This could be interesting. We'll have to wait and see, though. I like him. I like the Frozen movie, and I do enjoy the fact that they are referencing Hatchet, because I did enjoy those movies. Daniel Harris is awesome in a couple of the sequels. So right on, brother. Happy to have you back on the horror game.
So,
and Jonah gets fucked up.
Does that have a trailer out for it, or this is just being talked about?
This is just being talked about.
Because I saw some trailer. I'm trying to remember now. It didn't really catch my attention, but it was some people are out vacationing, and they're out on their yacht, and they get caught by pirates, and while they're scuba diving to look at sunken stuff, but there's some drug lords that come and hijack their boat because they are sending them down to get this bunch of drugs at the bottom of the ocean. And there's this massive shark falling around. That's why I was like, wait a minute. I just saw a trailer about a shark. So it almost sounds like they're trying to rip off Jaws, but adding some other movie features into. So I'm trying to remember what the hell it was called.
Sounds really familiar.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen something like that recently too.
Yeah.
On Deadline's full article, the picture follows a group of friends who arrive in Europe for a glamorous but daring destination wedding. The fun and games turn into a nightmare when they find themselves precariously suspended above shark-infested waters and in a battle for survival. So,
and yeah, I'd like a picture of them on a ski lift.
Yeah.
Oh, Frozen was an interesting movie. If you haven't seen it, it's
yeah,
at least
yeah. It's
the
coming
less
back.
I say
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it, the better it is for everybody. So
Yeah, now I'm remembering it. Now I'm staring at the picture more. It's like, oh fuck
the
yeah, that
ski
has
lift
been a long
movie.
time.
Yeah. Nobody talks about that one. They all talk about Hatchet for Adam Green, which has Kane Hodder, so props to him for getting that. Oh, and they also had like Derek Mears in one of the sequels too.
Oh yeah.
And they had Hatchet and Derek Mears go hand to hand for a split second before Derek got fucking smoked.
Yeah.
It was great.
That's funny. Did
Yeah,
Geo
I
Parsons write
totally
that?
appreciated that. I screamed like, Derek Mears, what the fuck? All right. And I only got like let's see. 2 more things here. Sorry, we're running late, guys.
Yeah. I was gonna say, holy crap. We got
2 weeks in a
much
row
fun.
now. Is this a new thing for us? Dirty Harry, Steelbook Edition. Kevin was just talking about maybe we should do some Dirty Harry this summer. So, hey, put a comment down below. Do you like Dirty Harry? You want us to do a movie review series of that this summer of all the Dirty Harry movies? Let's hear it. Throw it in chat too if you're interested. And
only if you include Any Which Way But Loose.
It's not a Dirty Harry movie, so no
Left Turn,
problem
Clyde.
here.
But it's got a hairy ape.
Damn dirty apes.
I love the Dirty Harry movies. I'm such a fucking mark for that shit. My dad was a detective growing up. He loved Dirty Harry. So, I mean, I love Dirty Harry. Like, he made Clint Eastwood out to be a superhero.
Yeah.
So much so that my dad has a 44 revolver, and it is a fucking huge, huge weapon, and I will never, ever discharge it. Ever.
Yeah.
I got one too.
That'll do it.
I almost fucking killed somebody that shot one behind me, like 5 feet behind me.
Ooh,
and didn't tell anybody he was going to fire off a round, and I didn't have any protection over my ears. And oh my god, I felt like I don't even know what the fuck it felt like. It hurt so bad, like you got hit in the head.
Christ.
I can't imagine what the fucking bullet feels like if that's what the sound feels like.
Oh, somebody almost took my dad out like after I was just born. He went deer hunting, and some idiot's kid was behind him, was messing around with a loaded rifle, fired it off like near my dad's head. The bullet nicked his ear, kind of like with Trump. And it nicked his ear, knocked him to the ground and everything. My dad tells this whenever he tells the story, he's like, I was like 1 inch away from not being your dad.
Little bastard shot me in the ass.
Oh, training day?
Yeah.
No. Oh, sorry.
What?
I thought you were asking if that was from training day.
Yeah. Wasn't it?
No, Blazing Saddles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. And last 2 things, and they're all on the same page here. So, Stargate news, everybody. We are going to get a new fan documentary chronicling Stargate SG-1's production history. Thank you, Gate World. You are doing the good work. I am looking forward to this. And it's going to be, let's see, A Short History of Stargate is a full-length documentary written and produced by Gate World founder Darren Sumner. Darren, you are a godsend. I love watching your interviews and your streams.
Yes.
And it's a culmination of a lot of years' work, but it's just part of a longer story. The history of Stargate franchise is filled with fascinating stories, dramatic twists and turns, and finally releasing the SG-1 documentary is the first step in what we hope to do in the future. Documentary will premiere free on YouTube Friday, February 14th as a live event at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific.
Oh, yeah.
I will be walking our dog. It runs about 43 minutes in length. Following the premiere, the documentary will be available to watch on demand worldwide, which means basically the replay is available immediately. That's how the premieres tend to work, especially for like when we do them. If we're not live for some reason, we premiere the video. You can still comment. You can still come back and be able to interact with everybody otherwise in the comment sections and whatnot. But I'm excited for this. I'm looking forward to
Same.
it. It'll be a nice accentuating point to our own show, the Stargate Files, every Thursdays at 9:15 Mountain Time, 8:15 Pacific Time, and yada yada
10:15
yada.
Central.
Yep, 10:15 Central, 11:15 Eastern. Hey, please come over and check that out. And lastly, but certainly not least, Ra's Pyramid, baby, from the movie, 1994 movie. We are getting a full pyramid replica, not full scale. Sorry. It's on the line from Master Replicas. They took over for Eagle Moss, which is a company that went out of business. Fuckers. But hot on the heels of the Asgard ship, the Beleskner, last month, today Master Replicas has pulled back the curtain on the next in line of Stargate models, Ra's Pyramid ship. This is the one we hinted at as previously unannounced. These are ships. What you're seeing now, these were originally planned by Eagle Moss. And so Master Replicas is going back and actually completing the originally intended line of all the ships and all the gates and everything that they were planning to do. I hope they give us a Destiny ship because, as far as I could tell, that is on their list.
Ooh,
so I am looking
that's
forward to
nice. That's on my 3D print list. Is Destiny.
Ooh, fun!
Yeah, and I found one.
I love that Destiny ship. It's so badass. And this is a premium price. It's at $125. The base of the ship is about a foot long, so this is a decent sized, and it's a little over 8 inches tall. And it's going to be made of polyresin, so it's going to be hefty. And
it's going to be good.
Wow.
So everybody can get a little look at some of the details.
Oh.
What I really like is this poster down here.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, like I want that on a frame. Just take out all the little scribbles of, hey, don't do this, add more detail there. But it's available for pre-order, masterreplicas.com. If you are interested, like I said, it's expensive. Is it pretty to look at? Yeah, but if you're a big Stargate nut and you're into these kind of things, you're a spaceship nut, this is going to be one you want.
Yeah.
And, oh yeah. Wait, where was that? Oh yeah. Well, we haven't received the release list for the rest of the year. In the past, Master Replicas has expressed a desire to complete the original lineup that was charted by Eagle Moss before that company went out of business. That included the Wraith Dart, Destiny, and Destiny's Shuttle.
Nice.
And then I see the F302 down here, and I'm like, I keep thinking about that, but there's like a couple different models of that one out there. So.
Yeah, be nice. I'll print you one.
Okay. That'd be nice.
Just like, okay, yeah, no problem.
Yeah. But no, yeah, like some of these you can find on eBay, you can find on Etsy already, like people who 3D print or do their own like kit bashing. But if you want an officially licensed one, this is what we get for modern day merch right now anyway. So this is what we get.
Yeah.
But that is all I really had. Any other thoughts, guys, before we go around the horn and say goodbye?
No, I think we covered a lot.
All right. Well, Skeeter, let everybody know where they can find you and what you're up to.
Besides here on Deadwired, you could also find me on the Stargate Files with Jeff as we go through all of SG1. And you could also find me on all social medias under Skeeter on Sound for my DJ business.
Cool. Kevin?
You can find us here on the Suns and Shadows YouTube channel all the time. This month, we're covering the Superman series. Superman 1, 2, 3, and 4, The Quest for Peace.
Oh!
Even those two. And we're working on season 1 of Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman.
which
So
is
for all-
quickly approaching a viewer record, about to beat the Superman movie review.
Oh wow.
I know. From what I told you, the numbers this morning, it's like, oh shit, it's about to pass Superman.
So that many people got to see me go, I like the show.
Dude, we were geeking the fuck out.
It's probably why they're watching it over and over. Someone's like, "Hey, check out the way this guy acts."
Yeah, we're getting clipped. We're
Yeah,
on.
clipped.
Check out these fucking idiots over here.
Yeah.
They like this show.
This is Daniel Tosh. No. We like to use your clip.
And special shout out to Idaho Mike, who has utilized his membership message very first. So cool. Great show, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike. And I am
Yeah.
Jeff. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button down below, hit the little bell notification so you can stay tuned to all of our video content. But if you're going to do that, hit that subscribe button. We are well over 7,000 and we want to keep on going. Let's get on over to 8.
Yeah.
And I think that's about it. So everybody, you all have a good night. We'll see you all next time. And make sure you always take a trip to...
It started.
Safety first.